Welcome, guys, to another episode of Sky Wars. Sorry, I just wanted to do that because I miss Technoblade. Yes, I need to manifest him into doing another Sky Wars commentary. But I don't know. I'm recording this in the closet like an animator. Or well, I mean, you don't have to be an animator. I just know a lot of animators who do that. So, um, a lot has happened this week regarding MCYT. First of all, Technoblade finally uploaded a video recently. It was about Skyblock, which is okay, I guess. Still want him to post commentaries, but um, people got mad on Twitter because he made a joke about cancel culture. Uh, it was like this one mayor in Skyblock canceled Halloween, canceled Christmas. Things were getting canceled so fast, people thought it was Twitter. And then all the antis got mad at him. They're like, "Ha! You can upload a video and make a joke about Twitter, but can't apologize." And then there's just a lot of hate going around, right? And then people are getting canceled now for being techno defenders. People are grouping him in the group of like Jay Schlatt and like Carl and Fundy, where they're like, if you follow these people, I'm gonna unfollow you and do not interact with me. It's just incredible. This whole situation. Um, but this did lead to what I think are techno stands becoming more based, having better opinions because all the bad, no, I'm gonna say bad opinions, but all the people who I don't agree with are now leaving techno Twitter. So I feel like they're getting the brain drain is actually not happening, even though people are leaving. It's more of a brain gain because the people who are leaving had negative IQ in life. Um, but yeah, and I feel like there might be a civil war coming soon between techno stands, Schlatt stands versus like Dream George Satnap stands. If at some point Dream or one of the like Rambo, one of them makes a stand for techno and that say that they're still friends, there's gonna be a war, I feel like. Because right now the content creators haven't really said anything about techno. All we've gotten to see is that like Skyblock Inc. No, frick. The Sleepy Boys Inc., which is like Wilbur Filza, Tommy Techno have still been talking and have like recorded a video. Um, but they haven't outright said that they're all still friends and they support what Techno has done. So I'm not sure. But if someone like Rambo, who's not like a part of SBI, or even better, if like Dream did it, there would be a lot of drama, I feel like. And maybe that could be the turning point for the fan base where you start to see stands declining. But I don't think Dream would do that. Yeah. Technoblade's based, okay. He hasn't replied on Twitter to anything. A couple of his friends like Calvin, uh 1.8.9 top PvPer Calvin, Sixel Vixen, uh and like Sophie Texas from like I know her from SMP Earth. They've publicly said that they're still friends with Techno and that they support him, basically. Um, and Calvin's against Stan, so I understand he doesn't feel like he has to appeal to them because most of his fan base is not Stans, but everyone else in like the Dream SMP, all of their fan bases have been integrated into Stan culture. And I don't know, I just feel like I see a lot of hate surrounding like George stands, Quackity stands, Dream stands, and Carl stands in particular. And also sometimes sapnap stands. I feel like sapnap stands are a little bit better than those that I mentioned before, but not that great. I feel like the ones with the best opinions. I feel like techno stands like before this weren't like, some of them were good, some of them were bad, but now I feel like the majority of them are pretty good, as they realized that cancel like stand culture is like toxic. But another thing that happened yesterday, Saturday, is Minecraft Championship Season 2, MCC 14. That happened. Now, somehow there's drama surrounding that because the organizer of the event, Scott Smager, he beta tested one of the maps, and the map was used for racing. So he knew all of the, I don't know, directions and where to go and how the map worked. So people were calling him out on that because his team won, and they're saying, well, he only won because you beta tested it before, so it's not really fair. And I have to say, I do agree on that. But to all the people who are asking for a redo or like um discrediting their actual work that they put in, like in their dodgeball duel or anything, that's stupid. A lot of them are like Sapnap's and Dream stands. Um, because Sapnap's team was like first in points, but then lost in the final duel. And then proceeding after the event, which I found was really stupid, was Sapnap watching the event back on live, which caused a bunch of his stands to be upset with him about Scott's major. And he should be more careful. I mean, like, yeah, he can say like don't send hate, but like he should know his fan base. And like if he's gonna do something to like publicly almost like shame Scott, like he should know what his fan base could do, and he should be more careful about that because a bunch of them did send like death threats. They did want MCC to be canceled. They did want Scott's major to be canceled. They want to redo um and H bomb, which was on Scott's team, did exploit a glitch where he spammed space to glitch through walls and hole in the wall, which is a game where you have to find holes and then like walk through the holes. Don't get like pushed off by pistons. And I just gotta say that it has been happening since MCC 1, season 1, but not to this extent where he can just like straight up kind of like walk through the wall, but it still has been happening. And I feel like a lot of the stands are only getting mad not because like it's unfair, but like it's because they beat like Sapnap's team. Because I feel like if Sapnap did that, like they wouldn't have cared, which is kind of like performative activism. Which is like, well, you're only calling him out because he beat your favorite team. Because I feel like 90% of them wouldn't have called it out if like Sapnap or Dream did it. Um, and then after the event, a lot of people were getting mad. It was Twitter drama, stupid. And Wilbur Soot came out with this tweet and was like, "Come on, Scott! Like organized the entire event. He gets like there's like 2 mistakes, and you guys are all mad at him and want to cancel him. It's stupid." And guess I'll put the tweet up if you want to read it. I think it's pretty reflective of how I feel as well. I didn't really watch that event because I usually watch Technoblade, but he didn't stream it this time. He wasn't in it this time, but probably because he didn't want like MCC getting hate, or maybe he was just too stressed. He had other stuff to do. I don't know. He has a life. But yeah. And this morning, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Yeah, this morning, Dream tweeted out. He says he tweeted this out at like 4 a.m. in his bathtub or something. He tweeted out like a twit longer that wasn't a twit long. It was paste spin, where he admitted to having a modified speedrunning submission. And if you guys remember, like a couple months ago, he was accused of cheating because 1 in 7.5 trillion chance that he was cheating. Wait, no, that he did it legit because of his Ender Pearl and Blaze Rod drops. That was kind of crazy. And he basically just said that uh, he didn't know that he was cheating because like he knew that like he had a mod that like helped with that, but he thought that it wouldn't affect like his single player worlds, and it didn't show up in his mod folder. Then he came out with this apology like today, apologizing for towards like the mod team, the speedrunning checkers with the verifiers or whatever. And then I just see a bunch of people being like, everyone makes mistakes, and don't be so hard on yourself. I'm just like, I mean, like, I agree, but like, you guys are so toxic when it's not Dream, you know? Like, there's a little bit of favoritism going on here. Like, I mean, it's, like, people are congratulating him on like coming out of this stuff, even though like no one really cared anymore because it has all died down. It was from like 6 months ago, but like, I mean, like, nothing would have happened if he didn't do it, right? But I still feel like it was warranted and that he should have done this, and he should have done this a while ago when he figured it out. And that there should be repercussions because, I mean, like, saying that he didn't know, and like in this pastebin, right? He said that like he wasn't good at math, and he didn't bother to consider the possibility that he actually did cheat. It's just like, you knew that you had like this mod installed to help with your manhunt videos to like speed them up, but then you didn't bother checking before you made like a response video to the moderators, the speedrunner checkers, where like your fans like sent them death threats and stuff. He just came out with this response video where like, well, the math is wrong. Then the math ended up not being as wrong, and then like there were death threats sent. Just like, come on. Like, I'm glad that he came out with this, but like, you guys are being a little bit too nice to him, I feel like. It almost feels like that there were like no consequences. No consequences for his actions. Just like, yeah, I want to hold other content creators accountable, but when Dream messes up, we're gonna be like, oh, it's fine. He's just a human from Florida who got popular like a year ago. But when it comes to like other content creators, you're like, they said the R slur 4 years ago, I'm gonna cancel them. It's I don't get it. That being said, we are 15 minutes in. Okay. Well, the video is about like 20 minutes long, so I guess we'll go find things to talk about. Let's see. Oh, fruit berries. Fruit berries had a great play in MCC. Um, he had like a, like the Technoblade creeper play. Well, actually, Tommy in it recreated that kind of. He like blew up like 3 people with creepers. Pretty sure they were Hermitcraft people. But fruit berries. He pulled out his inner Sky Wars, man. But I don't know. Like if you go on Twitter right now, like I'm doing, if you just like search up like Technoblade, or even like if you search up like Dave, right? Dave No Blade. There's so many tweets with Dave No Blade because like Dave is like his first name. Where there's something that includes dying. Because all the people who say Dave No Blade want him to die. Because they're like, I'm being so petty by saying his first name and breaking his boundaries because he offended me personally. It's just like, how are you any better than him? It's so cringe. Like, there's probably like 10 tweets a day with Dave No Blade in them, and like 5 of them are like telling him to die. It's actually incredible. Like, what even? Like, he hasn't even been online on Twitter, but like he's still getting like 10 mentions a day just from Dave No Blade. But from Technoblade, I feel like a lot of them are more positive, and a lot of them are calling people uh stupid for trying to cancel him. There's also like this techno update account. So and they just post every time Technoblade changes like his Discord status or like posts on Discord, and it's just funny because they're so like content starved. They're like, we got track what he's doing every minute, every second. Techno commented on this video. Pog. Oh boy. But yeah, um, I feel like stan culture in the MC. I don't know why, okay, but like I've seen a lot more like K-pop stands popping up in the MCYT fandom recently. It's just like they're so bad. I feel like all of them are so dumb. I don't know why. Because usually, like K-pop stands, like some of them are okay, but like all the ones who are involved in Minecraft YouTube, I've just been losing IQ from them. It's actually a miracle. I don't know. Well, no, I have like 30 seconds left to just talk about whatever. Guess the moral of the story is don't be a stan and just publicly condemn them for what they're doing because it's toxic, and don't normalize stan culture. That's it. Have fun. I'm not gonna edit this, by the way. I'm too lazy.